Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our honored guests. So, my name is Sanjay Dangwal, and today I am very thrilled to deliver my first icebreaker speech in this club. And I would like to start with the earliest memories of my childhood. In fact, my babyhood, I would say. So, it goes something like this. My mother, who used to work in the fields in agriculture, so she goes to fields and leaves me in care of my grandmother. And what my grandmother does, she simply puts me in a basket, in a dalia. You must have heard. Does it dalia? Yeah. So she simply puts me in a dalia and puts that dalia outside in our front yard and resumes her household chores. Means whatever she has to do, doing the dishes and cleaning, mopping, and I am alone outside sitting in my basket. And suddenly, a big lizard, you must have seen, a monitor lizard, appears in front of my basket, starts taking ground of that basket. And what comes to your mind when I say that? Did I get scared by that monitor lizard? You think so?
Yes.
But no. I found a friend in that monitor lizard. Because that was the only creature which I found was just my size. All the people around me were way bigger than me, but that monitor lizard, that was just my size. I was a baby, and that monitor lizard was same size, my size. So I was just waiting for that monitor lizard to approach me and touch me, but suddenly my grandma came out and shoot it away. I was looking angrily at my grandmother. What did you do? I could not speak at that time, but I still remember. I don't know how I remember that thing. So this was one memory. And second memory goes something like this. Now I was a little grown up, around maybe 4 or 5. I was sitting at my window and looking outside. And suddenly I noticed something on the low wall of our front yard. A spring-like thing was shaking like this, waving. And it reminded me of the drawstrings of my shorts. So I was worried that my drawstrings are going to fly in the air. So I came out, rushed towards that drawstring. Suddenly my grandma shouted once again, "Hey, why are you going there? That's a snake. Come here, come back." So she shouted so hard that I never shout that hard here. She shouted so hard that I caught fever that night. Not because of the snake, but because of how hard my grandma shouted at me. Now comes next chapter. They admitted me in a school, and there I was taught many things which didn't make any sense to me. Though I could cram everything in my mind, but many things didn't make simply any sense to me. Some of things I can tell you. जब मैं था तब हरी नहीं, अब हरी है मैं नाही. And Kasturi Kundali Pase Mril Bhume Manmani ऐसे घट रहा था. So these things didn't make any sense to me. But when the next chapter of my life comes, I was around 21 years old, and now I was 5 feet 7 inches, means my current height. So this was a time when I was fully grown up, and my father could use my clothes. And like every father in the villages, he used to feel very proud wearing my clothes. That, see, my son has grown young, now I am wearing his clothes. He was very proud of this thing, but I didn't like it at all, not even the least. I told him clearly that I don't like this, and please stop wearing my clothes. He said, okay, I'll not do that. But then, one day I noticed, he was even wearing my underwears. That day I became so furious that I didn't feel even like talking to him. So I just went away from my home, and I was very angry at him. So I came to a nearby brook, a small river, and I was just standing at the side of that brook. And then two things were coming in my mind, that whether I should be disangry with my father or not. And the anger was there. suddenly thinking about these two things clashing together, I came to know that I reached a different state of mind. That was something like when I saw on the other side of the room a snake caught a frog and ate it up. Usually in such situations what happens, I used to stop there. I would never let that happen in normal situations. But that day I didn't disturb that thing. That day when I looked at it, the frog, that was me. The snake, that was me. The pebbles and stones, they were all me. The water flowing in the brook, that was me. The sky, that was me. Everything was me. Are you getting me? Means I could see myself in everything. So I didn't want to disturb anything at all. And that day I came to know that I'm not just me. I'm not just me. And that was an enchanting experience. And when I came out of that experience, I felt like I've lost a lot. So this is what I want to say. That's why I have joined this Toastmasters Club as well. So that I can convey my feelings very well. So that we should not stop. We should stop being selfish. Because we are not different. We are all one. And I'm not just me. I'm you, I'm her, I'm him. So stop being selfish to make this world a better place to live. Thank you.